If you don't take a chance, you don't know what's going to happen. So to people today, it's take the chance. I took a chance. I took many chances. Sometimes you fail and sometimes it comes out great, but you never know. You just got to get up and keep on going and have that self-determination to succeed.
Hey, Pep.
Hey, Christy, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Welcome to the Logistics Legends real podcast. Well, not fake ones before, but welcome.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here in beautiful Bali.
Thank you. Well, I want you to introduce yourself once again for those who are new to us on this channel.
Okay. I'm Pep Alvear. I'm the co-president of ePost Global, based in Los Angeles, California. Yeah.
That's great. So, are you a member of SGN?
Yes, I'm a member of SGN.
And are you proud?
Yeah, I'm very proud. It's been a year now, and just people are just here very friendly. It's great. I love the atmosphere. The energy in the room is awesome.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you so much. So, how did you find this conference so far?
Very engaging. Very engaging. Met a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of business owners who are trying to build their company, and we have so much in common. It's excellent. A lot of energy. One of the most energetic conferences I've been to.
Thank you so much, Pep.
Yeah.
And this is only your first time to this SGN conference.
Yeah.
You've been to the other conferences. What is a little bit like the difference compared with the conference you've been so far?
I think people are very open here, right? They're very open to relationships. They're very open to partnerships. They're not as guarded as some of the other conferences that I went to, and they're very inviting. It's my first time. I don't know if it's the custom, like being at this part of the world, right? We're in Asia, but I just see everybody so friendly and so open. It's a conversation, not all about titles, but about how we could grow together, which is super, super great to be around those types of people.
Thank you so much, Pep. Don't forget, this is a culture exchange setup. And this is also when I start this whole event and conferences as well. I always say to them, guys, don't come here and say, what can I get from you? What can you give me? I always say that. So that's a culture, which is great. We filtered and we got high level guys here that who are not here just say, hey, what can I get from you?
Yeah.
But they're here to open their heart and the stories and things like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I think what's important is that you could tell people really want to get to know you here first and become friends and then build relationships after.
Yeah.
And, some conferences, people are just back to back meetings and what can I get from you or what we could get out of this. And here it's more relaxing about, if we can work together, great. If we
Yeah.
can't, let's be friends. So
One day
that's
will
awesome.
happen.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's great.
that's great. So Pep, I'm very excited because for those who are not familiar, he has already written a book, which is the Logistics Legends Volume 2.
Mhm.
And tomorrow we're gonna have books signing ceremony. How do you feel so far?
I'm excited, right? Writing the book really brought a lot out of me, about my history, about what happened and how I got to where I am. And it was great to put it in writing. And I'm excited to share my story with the world.
That's great. That's great. So, after we published the book for you, I've heard amazing stories from all the co-authors. I would like you to share some of the positive things, whether it's in your working area, environment, or people say, "Oh, I read your story," and things like that, or also your family, anything. What doors have been opened and what's changed? How people see you as a person, whether
Yeah.
just a leader, just a working leader. What's the change?
I think people that I've known, I've had relationships with 30 years, reaching out to me and saying, look, I read your story. I didn't know about this. I didn't know about that. And, it's kind of, sometimes I'm kind of shy because I'm like, oh man, to put that out there is really, but it brings me closer to the people that I'm really close, have built 30-year relationships with. And some of my employees have come to me and said, wow, I didn't know that you came from that background. And it's really important for people to see that, self-determination is important, right? And grit and being able to, build something and not give up. I think one of the things you said this morning, really resonated with me is how we could all achieve. We're only a couple of people away from achieving or meeting that person that's going to change our life or get at the next contract. And it's about getting out of your comfort zone and finding those people. And like today, getting out of our comfort zone and meeting with 40, 50, 60 different people that I've never met before. But it's great having these conversations.
Thank you so much, Pep. And you've been an entrepreneur for a very long time.
Yeah.
And you've been building very successful business as well. And I would like you to give some business advice and also the career advice to those younger generations who are a bit more like shy or not sure. How could I believe myself? It's so hard, and there's a lot of lies
Mm.
and misunderstandings about the business and life. Can you just
Yeah.
give them like a few suggestions and advices from you?
Yeah. I think one of the most important to the people that are starting out is get out of your comfort zone, right? Like don't be afraid to make that call, right? Make that phone call. I was listening to Steve Jobs the other day on a podcast, and he said how he called the owner of one of the biggest companies when he was 14 about getting spare parts, and the person took his phone call. And I shared that with my son, and I said, "Look," and my daughter. I sent them the podcast, and I said, "Look, get out of your comfort zone, right? Don't sit behind your phone, right? Make that phone call, because you never know what's on the other side. If you don't take a chance, you don't know what's going to happen." So to people today, it's take the chance. I took a chance. I took many chances. Sometimes you fail, and sometimes it comes out great, but you never know. You just got to get up and keep on going and have that self determination to succeed. Yeah,
That's amazing. I love that. It was
yeah,
beautiful. And you're right. You're just one phone call away from someone. I
yeah,
had a lot of stories like that as well. And then the guy was just managing director, was a big media press company. And I started my network. Was like, hey, I need a press release. I need that. And I don't have much money to start it. So the guy ended up doing it for free.
yeah,
And I made a point with him one on one online.
yeah,
And everything just happened
yeah,
because it's really about your belief. If you don't even move that step, it will never happen.
yeah,
And I love that. That
yeah,
was
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Oh, Pep, we are having the first time, not just legends, not just the book, but also the award. And you
Wow.
are one of the finalists. And I'm pretty sure you're getting an award as well.
Yeah,
Why do you think logistics people deserve recognition? Not, of course, you're not saying, oh, Chrissy, I don't need that.
yeah.
But I'm saying overall, there are so many people behind the scenes. They're doing a lot of things. Can you just share your perspective why they deserve recognition? Because people just don't even know what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think the supply chain logistics is what moves the world, right? And a lot of us here have been doing this for 20, 30 years. And it's important to get that recognition because we're building something and we're connecting continents every day, right? People are ordering packages in the US and they're getting it in Indonesia within 7, 8 days, right? And we're making that work. And that's not easy to do, right? There's a lot of technology involved. There's a lot of logistics, air freight containers, tracking capabilities. So it brings a lot together, and getting the right team to make it all work is important, right? And as a leader, that's what I'm most proud of, right? Is building that team that makes it work. And if it wasn't for my team, I wouldn't be successful. So that's great.
And this is the amazing thing about being a great leader that you always recognize your team
Yeah.
because the success never comes from one person alone,
Yeah.
but also because of your belief in your team and invest in them, that's how the power comes
For
up.
sure. For
Well,
sure.
Pep, I'll give you 1 minute
Yeah.
to give it advice and wisdom to the younger generations. What's your life advice to their career and their future?
Yeah. I would say believe in yourself, get out of your comfort zone, definitely make those phone calls, right? Get out, go to networking events, get in front of people. You never know who you're going to meet that's going to change your life. But the more people you get in front of, the better chance you have of being successful in life.
It's amazing. I want to keep you for another hour.
Yeah.
just, just we're gonna have a next guest soon. I
Yeah.
wanted to ask a little bit more fun questions, a more relaxed one,
Yeah.
because first of all, share with the audience about a little bit about I mean, not tell them all the stories, but in the book, what are the one of the really funny or people will never know that the stories exist? Can you just give a little bit teaser? Don't tell them everything. And then they
Wow.
have to discover the book. They have to grab the copy and read your story.
Well, I think one of the things is, I grew up with a lot of stress around me and my family about how to pay the bills and do things. And sometimes people fight with each other, brothers fight with each other, parents fight with each other. But at the end of the day, that's your support base. That's your support. Those are the people you love. And at the end of the day, they are what makes you who you are today. Right. So get over adversity, right? Um, don't feel like the victim. That's number one. A lot of people get stuck at feeling they're the victim and they don't get out of that, right? And the one thing is, no matter what happens in life, your parents get divorced, somebody dies in your family, you have to keep going and have the determination to move forward because you could get stuck and you could get stuck quick and you could always be the victim. Yeah.
And the victim mindset kills all the opportunity in your future.
Yep.
And I read his story obviously, and that's why I was like, I want to cry when I was reading the thing about what happened to his brother, his dad. That was a really sad story. I'm not gonna tell you what that story is. You have to discover by yourself. Grab the copy, and I would love to hear from you guys about how his stories impact you and your life. Pep, thank you so
Thank you
much.
very
We're
much
gonna
for
grab
having
you
me.
another day.
Appreciate it. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.